Robot, we in the building. We lit. Y'all give the game. We back up in this thing. We back up in this thing, y'all give the game. We gotta bring it to you raw and uncut. If you had to check out the tapes we did with the brother Rod Hayes last night, it was a hit. We dropped nothing but bangers. We see Kanye West trending, man. We might do part 2 on the Kanye West joint because we got we're looking at it, you know. They banned Kanye West so that they don't like his lyrics. And niggas like it's a whole bunch of niggas out here that's rapping, but ain't nobody lyrics, good lyrics. That's in the industry that's being promoted. So you say that Kanye West lyrics is more raw, more badder than NBA YoungBoy lyrics? This is crazy. That's crazy shit. NBA YoungBoy lyrics is more safer than Kanye West's. Now, what type of fucking shit is this? That shit is that's mind-boggling to me. That's what type of agenda do the niggas who control that shit is got against us? What they got against us on that level, man? To say that Kanye West shit is too explicit and NBA YoungBoy is what kids need to be listening to. This shit is crazy. It's crazy, bro. But the title of this tape is Are We Getting Help from the Anunnaki? I'm about to talk about it. So we're giving them time to get in here. This one right here going in the greatest hits files. Shout out everybody coming in the building. Just give me a second. I'm loading the I'm getting the chat loaded up. If you're just not coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and check with us, man. We dropping something out every day. So we put the Rod Hayes tapes out. Like I said, we took 2 days off. The other day, we're supposed to be hitting you nonstop today, but like I say, we're recovering from getting a lot of stuff done to our teeth, man. Make sure you take care of your teeth. You know, Hey, my bad. Hey, I might do a whole tape just talking about the teeth and how the teeth is something special about the teeth and the way they it's more to it than what they're telling us about the teeth, to me, man, based on the little research. And then too, I got those shovel teeth in the front, those 2 shovel teeth. That's a Native American trait, those shovel teeth. So if you got those 2 shovel teeth in the front, like my shit is like real shovel, like in the front. So that's a Native American trait. The dentists, when they see that shit, they know it. They know that's a trait of you. And I'm gonna get, hey, that's what I'm about to tell y'all, man. It's a lot of shit going on, but now that we woke and I'm I'm more aware of shit, and then I really don't watch TV much, but when I do get a chance to watch TV, I ain't just watching. I'm looking for some of them niggas dropping some codes. I'm looking for shit in the back of the ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for shit like that. Like, I'm really watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking. And so yesterday I was chilling, right? Let me get the chat pulled up real quick. This is about to be a good one right here. Hit that like button. This is about to be a good one. All right, like I say, we still got the books going for $45. So if you ain't got the books yet, you can cash out me or PayPal me $45 donation. Leave emails in the link, and we'll send you all 8 books by the Young Gilder, fire, PDF form through your emails, and you can read those right off your phone. So we give you all 8 for $45. And the reason why we're doing that, because we got some new books going to come out, and then two on top of that, that way you get the rest of the money to get them printed out if you want to get them printed out yourself at Office Depot somewhere. Hey, so I guarantee you about to like this one. We're about to get the crack of heads. We got 80 people in here. But let me tell you what happened to me, man. You want to go to the game? All right, so I'm sitting on the couch yesterday because I'm recovering from the deal, right? Like I told you. And that's why I ain't really been putting out that many classes, because I'm giving myself, I'm doing the healing, right? The healing process. So I said, let me watch a movie, man. You know, let me watch the movies, like while I'm sitting here with the with Hakeem, so I can put him to sleep. So I started watching a movie called Walking Tall. Let me pull that movie. Let me pull it so you can see. Y'all, and like y'all probably watched this movie, but they said they dropped a nuclear bomb in this motherfucker, man. When they said a particular quote, it's a particular quote they dropped in that tape, and I said, "Oh shit, these niggas is really crazy to say that." And thinking that we can't go back and find it out. These niggas crazy, bro. Let me pull it up with The Rock. Y'all know with The Rock, right? With The Rock. Go check that movie out, man. Like what I'm gonna do is, since I found it, I'm gonna go back and record that little clip and post it, man. It's called Walking Tall. All right, now, oh damn, Walking Tall. That's what it's called. Yeah, with this movie right here. We're gonna get into the all we get here about the Anunnaki. We'll talk about that. But this right here, I'm just building you up. We're giving them time to get in. But on this movie, Walking Tall, the dude, his homeboy that's from his hometown, set up a casino right in the town. His father and them owned the mill, right? But he ended up, this dude right here, right? He played in the movie, and he owned a casino on the land, and he ended up selling the mill, right, that his father left him, and then took the land and put a casino on it. And they asked, how could he put a casino in the middle of town? And then their response was that he's 1/16 black, so he's a Native American and he can put a casino on the land. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did they say? I wound it back. What the hell did they say? He's 1/16 black. So I said, oh shit, these niggas, this shit is crazy. They pretty much were saying that he 1/16 black, and that he could set up a casino because of that, and that's because he's Native. I said, these niggas is fucking, they dropped a big heavy one right there. Go back and watch that movie, man, Walking Tall, man. Catch that part right when they start asking about how he's able to set up a casino in the middle of town. So I said, oh yeah, these people is really running some kind of game here when they said that he 1/16 black, so he could set up a Native American casino on the land. I said, oh shit. We're gonna come back to that though. I just wanted to make sure I dropped that before I forget about it. I'm gonna end up going back and recording that little clip though tonight and probably posting it. But you go back and check that out. That shit is crazy. I said, oh shit, these niggas, they dropping the dime right there in the movie. All right, so the topic for the night, since we got enough people in here now, is, are we getting help from the Anunnakis? And the answer is yes. We got one side that's helping us. Then we got the other side that don't want to help us. The side that's helping us, they painted him out to be the bad guy. Inky. Inky is helping us. He's been helping us all along. He saved Noah now. Right? Inky is the and his side of the family is the ones that's helping us, like Murdoch, Malachi. What you think? Baba is the son of Inky, right? So he came to help us, to raise our consciousness. While Enlil want to keep our conscious, him and his people want to keep us unconscious. They the one that got the information about the extraterrestrial, but pay the dark space programs and all this to keep it from the public. They pay to keep us from knowing a lot of information that will take us out of the primitive, whatever the state that they got us in, the beast mentality, because they lowered us back down with the music. The music is perpetuated. The type of music that they put now is perpetuated to keep us in a beast's mentality. That's why they talk about the women like they do in the songs. They say certain things in their songs to keep us in that beast mentality. That's Enlil's promotion. While one side is sending their prophets and picking their prophets up in helicopters, like Elijah, Enki picked Elijah up in a helicopter. Elijah was one of his guys. Enki is the one that's helping us, and his people, the people that's coming down from this side. Why? Because we are really more genetically close to Enki, being earth beings, being that earth is Dragonians. What garbage? Hey, divine goddess, what you saying? Hey, what you saying? Because trying to see what you're saying. You talking to me, divine goddess? He beloved the dog brothers just came back from trying to plant base pace in Wales base place. I don't get what she's saying. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The music, yeah, the music, man, it's like a bad energy. Like jazz is good. Like you like jazz, jazz is good. It's got a good frequency to jazz. It's more of a man. I love jazz. You know, it's got a it gives you an eloquent. It's hitting certain frequencies in the brain because y'all already know about the certain thing we taught y'all. If you've been following us in the Ascension Manual, we teach you about the different frequencies like the 432, 440, right? The 500, right? There's even lower frequencies and higher frequencies that you can mesh together to harmonize a certain type of level of energy. But they want us to cut us off from that. That's why they got rid of certain artists and then brought these new type of synthetic niggas in, man. Like the brother Rod was talking about last night. Yeah, jazz is eloquent. Like when you listen to jazz and classical music, even though we make fun of classical music, I didn't do it when Hakeem was a baby, but when Haru was a baby, and Haru is extremely smart. But when he was a baby, I used to put to make him go to sleep, and he wouldn't even go to sleep after I got him programmed to do it. He wouldn't even go to sleep without listening to it. So I put Beethoven, Mozart, these different types of classical music on, so he could it was stimulating parts of his brain, activating parts of his brain as a kid, to where when he started talking good, he was asking questions. He asking different types of questions that he really is smart, but he's shy. Because I was shy like that when I was little. I was shy, but he really shy, but he really super intelligent. Like he know he can count to 100 all that. He know, because that his brain is more developed as far as a kid go. He know how to work like the phone, tablets. Kids doing this. This is happening for all kids. Some of them just naturally, where they come in and they born in a different time now. The kids are born in a different time, so the technology that we're getting, and Anunnakis been had this technology, like the tablets. You got the phones, a lot of this technology, and you getting this technology coming down from the Anunnakis. So yeah, the Anunnakis are helping us in that way by giving us it's a certain group that's want us and they got way more technology than what they're giving us, more advanced technology. The military always stayed 25 to 40 years ahead of the public in technology. So they using a terabyte on their phone, on their two ways walkie-talkies, which you call right now a phone. It's ain't nothing but the military two-way walkie-talkie, your phone. That's why they got. That's why they can hear and watch and do everything and see everything you're doing, because they got cameras, 10 cameras on the phone now. You go buy a phone now, you can't take the battery out and it's got 25 cameras on it. Even cameras you can't even see in your phone. So the Anunnakis, that's that Inlia part. Big brother, I gotta watch these niggas, make sure they ain't populating or saying too much. You know what I'm saying? So Inlia was helping me. Inky was helping us the whole time. He's been helping us because it's again, we had to have help to still be here right now, because Inlia would have been wiped us all out already if we didn't have nobody stopping him. See, Anu put the seal on us, on his people. Anybody that got Anu's name written in their forehead and their hand, they can go into more, we go into more metaphysical explanation of that, of what they do with their hands and how they think. But the Most High sealed his people. So everybody here is not with us. Everybody here is not getting help from the Anunnakis. They only here for their people. We only here for our people. And this right here is a craft right here. Hey, in 2043, we out. We coming to see who can handle a certain level of information, so we can, so they brain, a lot of y'all brains, if you've been listening to us for so long, you already made the switch already. The fear, a lot of the fear factors has been eliminated out of your brain, because in order for you to ascend, in order for your brain to expand in the capacity, your fear, the fear has got to be removed. And most of the fear is coming from the unknown, because once you know the thing, it's hard. Once you know certain things, it's hard to scare you. Once you know a certain thing is an illusion, it's hard to spook you out. So what we've been doing is removing that fear factor. And religion is one of the main key parts that put it's that last chain that's on your brain that you always got to go back to, because it's a fear right there of what's gonna happen when I die. All right, we already put a tape out called "What Happens When You Die." Go back and get the tape. You know what I'm saying? We already put a tape out called "What Is Heaven? What Is Hell?" We already broke all that down. So the things that they told us was about hell, heaven, and all this was to keep us at a certain level, to keep us as children mentally, galactical children mentally, so they can, so these people that don't like us can rule over us. And like I say, you know the story, Enlil wanted to wipe the niggas out and to cover up the evidence, so that because he wasn't supposed to evolute us, step in and evolute us to the point, to the Homo sapien. He's supposed to let us evolute from Homo erectus to Homo sapien, but they stepped in, these Anunnakis, and upgraded us to Homo sapien, which was against galactical law. And so they didn't want Anu to find out about it, so they started a flood to wipe out the Homo sapiens, not the Homo erectus and the other species. They wanted to keep them there, so when Anu came back to look, he'd just see the Homo erectus still evolute. He wouldn't see the new Homo sapiens already, like, damn, what happened? He was like, damn, they already made to this point. So he ended up getting found out and getting pissed off, but Enlil wanted to wipe them niggas out, but they had all made it. The Anunnakis had all made a deal that they was gonna wipe all these beings out, so that a new one find out about it. But Inky, anything that Enlil did, Inky did the opposite. So when Inky said, "I'm gonna wipe all the humans out," when Inky said, take that back. When Enlil said, "I'm gonna wipe all the humans out, and I want y'all all to be down with it," Inky was thinking in his mind, "I'm gonna save some niggas because I'm going against everything he said." You know what I'm saying? So he ended up saving Noah, Utna fish tuna, and the Nubians, right? The Nubians, and those Nubians made a deal with the universal energy to make it, but subliminally under the table, Enlil is working against these people to steal their home and to keep them in under, down, keep them down on their look. While Inky is sending his son Murdoch, because we wouldn't even be at this point now if it wasn't for Baba. We wouldn't be at this point. And it's a lot of other little key components of master teachers who came as well. But we wouldn't even be at this point if it wasn't for the master teacher. So Enki's son, Murdoch, Malachi, Melchizedek, Tahuti, right, came to give us the necessary information to get past this paradigm or this dogma. This dogma is what people are fighting over religion. They like Islam is fighting against Christianity. It's all religious beliefs, and they fighting over beliefs, a belief system, not the facts, not scientific facts. And I find fighting over scientific facts because ain't no fighting over scientific facts. This scientific facts is just it. Or some people don't like the word facts. I really don't. The word facts is really subject because we like the word truth, because truth is the truth ain't gonna change. The truth ain't gonna change, but a fact can change. Like it's a fact right now that it's about to rain outside, or it is raining. Really, it's a fact that it's raining, but then later that rain might stop, and then that fact change. So now it's not. Now it's a fact that it's not raining outside. So facts are subject to change, right? So take that and run with that because it's gonna be you're gonna need that, man, because somebody gonna challenge you on you say facts, actual facts. We spit actual truth. What Bible was spitting was actual truth. You know what I'm saying? We spitting actual truth, right? Actual facts can change. Like it's an actual fact that I got a gray shirt on right now. But I could take this shirt off, put a white shirt on, so now that actual fact change. You know what I'm saying? So now so keep that for my Sabian brothers and my Nuwapian brothers. Keep that in, put that in your bag, just in case the nigga come up talking about, hey, the actual facts. Hey, your facts can change. Yeah, we understand that paradigm too, my nigga. We understand that paradigm too. So we collecting paradigms. So we ain't have to fight. We are to make sense of this thing. We are to collect the perspectives. All right. So some people down with the Anunnakis. A lot of us are children of the Anunnaki, even the Sabians, even the Nuwapians. All of y'all got genetics of the Anunnakis coming down. It depends on what side you on. You on Enlil side or you on Enki side. And eventually them two families gonna come together. That's what I'm here to do right now, to bring the two families together. Because I'm kin Enlil, I'm kin to both of them, Enlil and Enki. Enlil is my granddad and Enki is my granddad. Going in that life. So galactically. So I'm here to bring the family back together because in the end, we got a bigger fish to fry. We fight against other beings, right? And the war is not between Anu and Hala and the rest of them. The war is just between the children. The children is the one that's fighting. Because we say they say they fought against Murdoch, Michael and his angels, not against the Most High. They fought against Yahweh Elohim, Michael, and his angels. They fight against Anu. So keep that in mind. And somebody said knew what Enki was gonna do. These beings are not like you think. They're not all powerful, all right. They are super intelligent. Their brain is more bigger. They've been living longer. They live longer, so they learned a lot. The more longer you live, the wiser you become. So they really wise because they live long. But they don't know everything. They're not omnipresent. They're omnipresent because of the technology they got. So they got these satellites, so they can look around with their satellites, zoom in to an ant taking the shit on the ground, or they even zoom in into the crust, infrared into the crust of the earth. They got this technology, so they can. That's what they say. They all God is all places because he got technology where he can have. Right now, the government is in all places. All the niggas that's watching us because they got cameras on license plates now. When you come in these new cars, they got cameras on the back of it and the front of it, and on the top. And then they got cameras on every stoplight, every business and establishment got cameras. CCTV, you know what I'm saying? They can tap into all that. So this ain't nothing new what they doing. The Anunnakis monitor it. Decreased population, So it's one group that's doing the chemtrails. It's one group that's poisoning our food. And that's the Enlil side. And they had you thinking Enlil was the good guy. Enlil ain't no good guy. And he a jealous God. How many good guys you know jealous? Think about that, man. How many good guys you know that'll tell a nigga, go, hey man, go up there and tell that nigga to let my people go. But at the same time, I'm gonna call the nigga backdoor, I'm gonna backdoor Moses and then harden Pharaoh's heart so he'll give him a hard time. What kind of mind? It sounds like a nigga that's playing some kind of video game and he want to get amusement out of this shit. He's sitting back when Moses go to tell Pharaoh let his people go. He knew he wasn't gonna let him go. Why? Because he hardened his heart. So he laughing at that shit. Ah ha ha ha. That's the type of shit we dealing with. We dealing with some fun. We dealing with a funny nigga. This nigga a comedian. Says no, Yahweh is Enlil's father. Now you know what Yahweh means? Yahweh means good or bad. Yahweh translated to good or bad, and then it translates to Lord. So when you say Yahweh Elohim, that's a translation to Lord God. Enlil is a Lord God. It's more than one Lord God. It's thousands, millions, if not Lord gods. It's millions of Lord gods. Or else Enlil wouldn't have to say, don't serve no other one. Right? Don't serve no other one besides me. I'm a jealous one. So when you say Yahweh Elohim, that's a title. That's a rank. It's different ranks it's different ranks. All right, so the number one rank you got is called the Most High, or really higher than that. It's the All. The All is like the number one rank. Then within the All, you have a being that's classified as the most brilliant or most wisest, which a competition takes place every 365 billion years, a certain amount of billions of years, depending on what time frame you're in. Some it'll be 90 billion years. 45 billion years, it'll be one term. So it depends on in our time frame, it'll be 45 billion years. They have a competition to determine who carries this particular spot, and it's more than one Most High. As it depends on what galaxy you in, right? But Anu is over this district, and Anu is Enlil's father. Anu is classified as the Most High, and they refer to that in another title as Elion El, right? The Most High, Elion El, Anu. Anu is not the name, it's just the title, which means the Most High. All right, and then his name, one of his names is Raziel the First. Raziel the First, son of Anshar, who was the Most High before him. Anu is the ninth Anu. Anu had two sons, Enki and Enlil. They both were Yahweh Elohims. That's a title that's under the Most High, but it's a title that's over them. It's called Yahweh of Yahwehs. That's a title they gave to Tammuz, or the being, if you want to go with the Christian doctrine, Jesus had a title called Yahweh of Yahwehs, Lord of Lords. So that means that's a higher rank than Lord God. Lord God is a higher rank. It's like you on a job, right? The store manager would be like the Most High, right? Then under the store manager, you have assistant store managers, right? That'd be like the Yahweh Elohims. And then under them, assistant store manager would be the Lord of Lords. That's why they say Jesus sit on the right hand of God, right? So that he like the assistant God, right? So he like a Yahweh of Yahwehs, a Lord of Lords, one who knows good from bad over the ones who know good from bad, right? So you got the Most High, or the All is the first title. Then you got, which represents the whole or the oneness of the universe, or all the universes as one. And then the title under that is the Most High. And then they created another title for Tammuz them, or for a certain group of beings who were put over certain projects, like this Project Blue Rock, and they gave him the title Yahweh of Yahwehs, which became Lord of Lords. And then the title that's under that is Yahweh Elohim, which just means a Lord God, a law, a being that's a supervisor over these gods, right? So that's what Enlil was. Enlil was a Yahweh Elohim. He was a supervisor over other gods, which were Anunnakis. They really weren't gods. The term God is used, they really were just super intelligent extraterrestrial beings who are more advanced than humans are right now, right? And we're not humans. Keep in mind, we're the children of these beings. Some of us not human. We children of these beings. Hey, you talking to me? Action potential. So action potential 22. Elion L is Yahweh. Nah, man. Elion L is the representation of the Most High. Yahweh Elohim means Lord God, my nigga. I'm not gonna sit and argue with you though. You go do your own research. It actually breaks down to good Yah and Way, which means good and bad. Those beings who knew good from bad. A group of Elohims is a plural, which is that's old information. Like you should know that by now. If you don't want to try to argue me that with that, you behind. You need to go back and start with tape 1 we put out. We'll come back to you. Read again. I'm gonna get what he's saying, man. Hey, if you're in the building, man, we ain't finna waste our time on this guy. Hey, if you're in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Don't do the super chat if you want to show your brother some love. We put in the cash app in the links, man. Show your brother some love. Yeah, so Enlil is a Yahweh Elohim. He's not a Most High God. His father was the Most High God. He was a being that walked. Enlil was a being, a physical being. He's a physical, real being who walked in the cool of the day. Niggas like to walk when it's cool. So he had physical body. This God in your Bible. He didn't know everything. That's why he asked him, who told y'all this? When Adam and Eve did what they did. And then he get angry. So he can't control his anger. He get angry. He jealous. This is attributes of a human being, a being that's a regular nigga, man. But but he more, you know, it's dangerous when you got people like Enlil walking around. You know? What do you say? What do you say? Everybody has the right to agree to disagree. I don't get what you're saying. What you disagreeing with, Aboriginal goddess? Are you a Hebrew? Did you say, first of all, you calling yourself Aboriginal? Now, it's different perspectives on that too, because I can say Ab, which means in ancient Kemet, heart original. I don't get what you're saying. Like, what's the argument? Everybody has the right to disagree. What is that to disagree with? That Yahweh means Lord, and several different translations for Lord too. In the you got Rabboni, you got Adonijah, you got like it's different translations for Lord, but it technically means good and bad. Beings who are beings, a group of beings who knew good from bad. Hey, yeah, they are probably in what language done, because in ancient Kemet, Ab means heart. So probably, yeah, in whatever language you come out of, it might mean that, but so in ancient Kemet, it means heart. Oh, I see what we got going on here. We got some whole bunch of suckers up in here, sucker, man. Let's do something. All right, so hey, y'all, on the other game, we get ready to put some niggas out in space. Let's do it. Biddy Scott, your ass is out in space. No suit, nigga. Goodbye. We going out in space with these niggas, man. We got some flat earth niggas up in here trying to cause a distraction. Hey, you want to get kicked out too, Aboriginal goddess? I can kick your ass out too. Yeah, yeah. Goodbye, Aboriginal. Get your ass gone. Yeah, it'll show you how the young ill get down. Get your ass up out of here. Right off into space, nigga. Come back when you got your mind right. Because y'all trying to slow me down with that primitive shit. Go do your damn research. Don't believe me. Go do your research, come back. And then you'll find out what the hell we telling you the truth. Those people there are probably still reading the Bible and thinking that Jesus is a real character and that it's not. But I had to talk in certain ways so that everybody can understand. But Jesus is the sun in the sky. Anybody talking about Jesus coming back to save us, they right. In a lower perspective, they right. Because the sun is saving us. The sun is the reason why we breathing. And like we ancient Egyptians said that. We didn't worship the sun. We just said the sun is giving us life. The sun helps our food grow so that we can survive. And now they say we pagans. They steal our shit and then put characters on it and then say y'all pagans and we the real deal and you going to hell. Man, shit the hell up. These are the games they play, bro. Then people like those people probably some damn robots to fucking get up in here and talk shit. They work for Enlil. So we just kick Enlil. I wonder how Enlil feel now that his goddamn box just got kicked off into space with no suit. Before we kicked him out, we say, nigga, give me that goddamn helmet. And kick their ass out of space. And the little kids on the spaceship was looking out the window as their eyeballs popped out of their goddamn head when they got kicked off into space. Because I ain't never seen those people before in the chat. They knew. New people come on right now listening, and they ain't listen to none of the other 500 tapes we got out. And then they come talking and trying to make an opinion, and they way behind. They still reading the goddamn Bible. And I ain't saying reading the Bible is bad. I'm saying they still believe like the storyline, like God's gonna save us. Oh, Jesus, oh, this. Right? They still believe that damn storyline. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Wake your ass up for the 2022, man. We past that now. We on our own. And ain't nobody gonna fucking help us really, besides we getting a little help. But they only can help us in a certain way. What it's hard to explain. See, it's against galactic law for them to come down and help us. But since Enlil already stepped in and did the genetic, Enlil really helped us where he upgraded our genetics. But it was against galactic law to do it, and he want to cover that up because he gonna have to answer for that eventually. He want to cover that up. That's what his whole game. Cover the evidence. We the evidence of that him. It's like you do a crime and you want to get rid of the evidence. So he committed a crime of speeding us up to Homo sapiens, and that's breaking galactic law. So the evidence of that is these humans. So he got to get rid of the evidence. That's what his whole thing was. Keep them to a certain level, this and that. But like I say, Anu protected us when he made that covenant with us and said that nah, Enlil, you can't destroy them because they got a right to live. Right? So as Enlil's got his people here doing and sending his children to come here and jack around with us, like Baal, who he made a deal with, saying that, hey, I'll make a deal, I'll talk and let you out of prison. It's a certain type of prisons on the fifth dimensional levels that you don't know about. I'll let you out of prison if you work for me. Keep people fear. It's what he wants. He wants you to be scared. That's why he always say in his book, fear God, fear me, fear God, fear above all, fear God, fear this. Man, that ain't what God is all about. The real God is supposed to be about divine love, not fear me, fear this, fear this. And then you got some Christian fool he's still back in the day. They'll say, nah, it's like a fear of having a fear of your father. Nah, you don't supposed to fear your father. You don't supposed to be in fear of your father. That's a bunch of crap. Fear should be nowhere in our dimension. Fear. We are about divine love, baby. So anybody come and talking fear, automatic red flag. If they've mentioned the word, they want you to be some fear on you, automatic red flag. I don't give a damn what it is, religion, whatever. If they come in to install fear, if you don't want to go what they saying, then that's against galactic law, my nigga. That's against galactic law. So when FLIR is implemented in their tactics or their strategy to get you to sign a deal with their God, a contract, a covenant with their God. Look at Enlil, he got them all with the chain around their neck, taking these niggas as prisoners. See that? So if he able to do it, then it's got to be another side that's going against him. That's why Brother Rod said that this is all a game, a hologramic game played by the gods. These two niggas playing a chess game with us as the pawns and different other parts. Yeah, so like I said, that fear factor. They want us to. It's a group of beings. Anybody coming to promote fear, like I know I been doing it. I've been putting out certain tapes that telling you about the doomsday and all this shit, but I don't want you to be in fear. That I want you to just know it. Some of the stuff we might put out you might be spooky about it, but we just want you to get past it. We put out the certain level of information so you can get past it, like the witchcraft information. It might be scary to some people. They might, oh, I can't go there because they still fragile mentally. But the people that did go through those classes, they see that, oh, this shit ain't scary. This shit is, they made it scary. This is all alchemy. They made it into wizard and warlock and the church scare you, spook you out. This religious shit to scare you up, spook you out, man. Keep you in a certain paradigm, because the two things that are gonna trap you from being able to ascend is fear and desire. Desires of being on the third dimension and experiencing the third dimension. Those things. That's gonna be one of the things that people are gonna get, physical beings who are gonna be stuck here because they can't get past the desires, the sexual desires, the feeling that you get from different things that you do down here on the third dimension. It's gonna trap you here if you ain't prepared. So automatically, if anybody come talking some fear God. That's Enlil's game. Fear God. I'm a jealous God. I'm gonna destroy you. And God got killers on his payroll because he's sending hits on niggas. Enlil's put hits on niggas. Enlil will send some killers out to you. Yeah, see, they got, you can watch, y'all probably still watching you niggas, they got booted out, but good luck, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to make no more comments. We boot niggas off over here. We kick them right off into space. Right off into space. Reset, nigga. Restart from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, them people was here to distract us, man, but we ain't worried about that. If you ain't got to the point where you don't know the breakdown of the titles, I mean, you behind far. Now, like I say, just go check it out, then come back. That person probably was retarded or something. I got to keep in mind that some people is retarded. I got to keep that in mind. They slow, but they real slow. You know what I'm saying? As far as this information goes, because they weren't with the master teacher. And probably those are people that hate the master teacher. Because if you love the master teacher, you will love me, nigga. If you love my father, you will love me. I'm telling you. I know this. If you love my father, you will love his sons and his daughters. And a lot of those people that carry the last name York, that was birthed biologically by Baba, is not his spiritual sons. Some of them ain't his spiritual children, like Jacob York. They want his spirit. That ain't his spiritual son. He's the son of the devil. Jacob York is the son of the devil. You can look at him and tell. He looked like a damn Tanishite. Right? So everybody not his children. Like we some of his children. You can hear the frequency, you can hear the resonance, you can hear the energy, you can hear the universal energy, man, that's coming through all of us. Like I said, I got on my phone with Abraham, one of Baba's older sons, and I can hear when I heard his voice, I say, oh yeah, I know who you is. When I hear his voice, when I hear Bodhi voice, yeah, I know you're a son of Malachi. And I ain't talking about just the biological son, I'm talking about a spiritual son of Malachi. See, Abraham is one of the real sons, the spiritual sons. A lot of the sons that were born that out, like Prince York is one of the spiritual sons. You can hear it in his voice. I can hear Baba in him. Ali is one of Baba's spiritual sons, not just his biological son. The brother Fascist is brother is Dr. Malachi Z. York, spiritual son, as well as the biological. A lot of those biologicals ain't his son. I'm telling you, man. And because Baba came out and said, that some people can have two dads. He said that's going to start happening. And then I heard one of the students of Baba, which is one of my teachers too, Mark Brady, Atum Ray, said that beings are going to be born with 3 chromosomes. With like the girl going to be born with an XX, and then the boys will be born with an XXY. And now that shit is popping up now. Because this is our genetics is being sped up. See, this is a 3-dimensional world. Everything is based off 3. So when they're just giving you an XX or XY, that's only 2-dimensional. So the 3-dimensional shit got to go out and go speed up. So we're gonna inherit, to get out of the third dimension. We're gonna inherit that extra chromosome. I'm telling you, man, that's part of it. All this shit is part of it. We're gonna get new bodies, new sped up type bodies. So even though Enlil's think he's doing a lot of bad, everything is working out. Eventually, it's gonna work out like it should. Hey, we're taking questions too. If you got any questions, man, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat, man, if you got any questions. So we getting help. A lot of y'all are more smarter right now, especially if you walk with the master teacher. And I didn't walk with him, like Mark Reddy said, I didn't walk with him plenty as he paced up and down his cell. I didn't walk with him plenty. Hey, man, I'll tell you, as he paced up and down in his cell. Go back and check out the Martin Ray tapes, man. Like, see, even though a lot of people don't like the brother, I still gain what I gained from him. And it helped me get to where I'm at now. See, I always gain everybody's perspective. No matter if you don't like them, just because you don't like them, don't mean I don't gotta like them. You know what I'm saying? That goes with anybody. I ain't choosing side no more. A lot of people know you got to figure out what side you on. And the people that's having a hard time and the people that's the problem, it's the people that ain't figured out what side they on yet. That's the people that's having a hard time. Once you figure out whose side you on, Inky or Enlil's, and then and keep in mind they painted Inky out to be the devil, and he the one that's saving everybody, giving people mercy. When Mother Ninti created one of the human beings when they were doing the project on Mars, Inky always gave him a good. He had mercy on the beings, even though they had defects. He had mercy on them, so he a God of mercy. Inky ain't never said he was jealous, but his brother jealous. Jealous of who? Jealous of his brother. It's the same storyline as Abraham when he had Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael would be like Enlil, and Ishmael would be like Enki, and Isaac would be like Enlil, right? The storyline. We got the holy tablets and the links. If you want to read it, read. If you want to catch up and you're new to the channel, and you want to say how long will Nubaru be close to Earth? It'll be close to Earth to about around 2040, about around 2041, and then from that time we'll have 2 years until the vortex open. Then we gone. So 2043 we'll be gone out of range in order to pick up our children. So we only here to get a certain amount of children who awareness is up to a certain speed. So when you get to Nubaru, we can give you the new bodies, and we can give you the final necessary upgrade to your consciousness and your subconsciousness, so that you will be on a higher speed and higher vibration. So 2043, we going out of this solar system. Yeah, SpongeBob. I'm gonna do a breakdown on SpongeBob SquarePants. It's got connections with masonry, and there's a lot of perverted stuff in the background on SpongeBob. A lot of perverted stuff. We will be gone for good. Yeah, well, Earth. Okay, so let me break that down. King Mark, appreciate you, King Mark. What's happening is that Inky is supposed to choose whether they're not they choose. So we'll probably get into that in a minute. But yeah, so what's happening is it was a treaty made with this planet about around maybe about around 2,000 years ago. A little bit over 2,000. It'd probably been like 5,000 years ago when a treaty was made to this planet. About 5,000 years ago, where the Greys made a treaty. It's called the Protective Planet Treaty, right? So at first, there was a lot of shit going on. People was getting eaten here on this planet. There were beings coming here from other galaxies to hunt prehistoric animals. You know, the beings, they showed you a movie about that called it's called Predator. Well, these big 7-foot ant beings with guns on their shoulder, and they fly ships. They come from the Andromedans constellation, where they set up a base there, but they're really from the Andromedans galaxy. They were a species that evoluted. They species were first created by the Anunnakis in a galaxy called the Pegasus. And then when the galaxy got overrun, the Anunnakis came to this galaxy, which you call the Milky Way, right? There's other names for it, right? Because we ain't actually named after a Snicker. We're just saying Milky Ways for niggas that, you know. So those ant beings end up leaving and migrating to Andromeda's galaxy, where they evoluted into a humanoid type ant-looking species that's 7 foot tall. They showed them in the movies Predator. These beings used to come here and hunt prehistoric animals and hunt humans at one point. So it was different things like this going on. And they weren't the only beings that were coming here to hunt. It was other beings that were coming here hunting humans, just like you hunt the damn ducks or you hunt hogs or raccoons in the woods, whereas extraterrestrials come here and hunt your ass. They hang your ass upside down and skin you and take your skin and make clothes out of it and shoes and shit. Or wear make suits. And they wear suits because the human body skin is some of the toughest shit, man. I don't want to get too exclusive because we ain't got to the point where we're gonna really break down what's really happening to the humans. How they really eating you niggas and frying you with onions and bell peppers and shit. Hey, shout out Lady Al. They really frying niggas with bell peppers and shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. So, but we got help. We're not left here, but the help is at the end of our own damn hands. But what we getting help with is the knowledge, because the knowledge is going to give us the sufficiency that we need to hit the bullseye. And a lot of people were sent from the Inky side, like Elijah Muhammad, who works Creel worked with Inky. Creel don't like Enlil because he say Enlil too wishy-washy. So he working with on behalf of the people of the planet, the treaty. He working with Inky's people, right? So that treaty was set up, and that treaty's up in 2038. The treaty's up with the last couple of years of that treaty, right? We got about what between 13 and 16 years, then the treaty's up. Once that treaty up, we got to make the last hard pickups around 38. The pickups are happening now. It's been happening since 2010. But the main pickups, the last hard pickups for the last children that make the graduation mentally and be able to ascend, that pickup is in 2039. That pickup is in 2039. And then after that, everybody else is left, like it's other families here that ain't Anunnakis. Keep in mind, it's different species of Anunnakis, right? Hey, shout out Steven Simmons for the donation, brother. It's a lot of species here that's because on the mothership Nibiru, it was 144,000 different species, and so it's different species of Anunnakis. You got bird beings. Go back and look at the wall. You got bird beings, reptilian beings that's classified as Anunnakis. Some of those reptilians eat humans, right? Or eat other types of species. So keep that in mind too. But several different species who children here who are really other species, but they experience in a human car. They might be from the feline species, but they in a human car, and thus you see it in their nature here. They'll have 20, 30 cats around them at their house, and they don't know why they like cats. I just love cats, and cats love me. Cats love me. Or dogs. I got a whole bunch of dogs, and they all love me. They like my babies. Why? Because you probably from that dog species, and you here experiencing the human experience. You volunteered to come here to experience this human experience in this 3D or 4D hologramic reality, right? You may be from a certain feline species, or niggas like I got a pet gerbert. I love this pet gerbert, right? Or a monkey or something, whatever it may be. That's the zoo type, right? So a lot of people, they come from these species, and they over time, they might have started here when they first started here in their first cycle or their first reincarnation. They might have started out as a baboon. They might have started out as a fly or a butterfly, literally. And then over time of being here, their spirit evolved to this humanoid body. So it's people who really started out as insects, as a spirit, and they spirit evolved because this is a planet where your spirit is to evolve. That's why they said we became living souls. The spirit of God is breathed into them, which is that breath, which is that energy that gives all of the shit life, from the plants to everything. And then they became living souls. So we are here on a spiritual journey to become, to develop our spirit. So a lot of people came here as insects, plant spirits, different types of, a lot of people are plants that are spirits that evolved over time into a humanoid spirit. And now they always in the garden. They wonder why they always gotta be planting something. Why I always what's my connection with plants? I love plants. Fish, like I say, yeah, fish. You got fish in your house, right, Jar? That's the nomos. You gotta have a fish tank. You gotta go fishing. You gotta be connected. You gotta go stay by the water. You gotta get into some water. You connect it. So that's the nomos. It's actually a lot of us, all of our bodies genetically engineered to be conducive with this planet, which is a water planet. We actually walking around right now in a big ass fish tank. Our atmosphere is really water. When you break the content down, it's really nitrogen, really nitrogen. So technically, nitrogen is the most gas in your atmosphere. He says, man, I wonder where them haters come from this morning, man. I mean, earlier, them haters is up in here trying to get at us, man. Talking about we wrong, Yahweh don't mean that. Yahweh means berry. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Berry? This nigga is crazy. He's a retarded guy. He at 14, he a little kid. Yeah, so like scorpion, yeah, these things of that nature, like you things you might like. Some people like snakes, and they like, I don't know. Like I see niggas with snakes at the Lifeway show with the snakes around their neck. And so they might have that, and they ain't scared. See, fear is what keep making this niggas up. Oh, people in fear that they say a snake, but those people might have a snake spirit, and the snake is connected with them because they the same. They what that snake is spiritually. The snake is them. The snake and them are connected spiritually because they are spiritually a snake coming here to develop into a humanoid soul or spirit. Yeah, so I don't want to skin nobody and spook them out or offend nobody, man. But this is true. I'm telling you, beings come here and start out as animals or plants, spirits, and then they evolve. They spirit evolve over so many cycles because you got like 12 cycles that you hear. Some of us only do 9, but you could be here 12 cycles, and then they send you to another school. If you when you graduate, you can start. You can actually be here for longer if you keep getting reset. You feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening, man. We are getting help from the Anunnakis, but it's a specific group, and they helping us without helping us because they don't want to break galactic law. So they giving us, they putting clues, they leaving us clues, they sending people down to sacrifice themselves. Anybody that come down, there's teaching the level of the information that we're telling you. Like Baba was doing, they're gonna be eventually targeted and took off the streets because they didn't want you to get to you. Are some of y'all are food source for these beings, and it's like you got a chicken in your yard and you raising that chicken to eat them eventually, or raising the animals to eat them eventually. You don't want that animal getting enough intelligent to talk, because would you eat a talking chicken? Would you eat a talking chicken? Would you eat a talking damn pig? If you go ready to go out there and kill that chicken, and that chicken say, "Hey, motherfucker, you ain't finna kill me. You ain't got to catch me first." That chicken is scared the shit out of you. Pretty much, you ain't gonna eat him after that. You ain't gonna eat that chicken after that, bro. After he scared the shit out of you, right? And he started talking. Or a 3-legged chicken. Would you eat a 3-legged chicken? Tell you a quick story before I get out of here. A funny joke about a chicken, man. Based on a true story, man. Back in the day, when I was dating my girl before I met my wife, I used to ride to work with my he was like my father-in-law to beef, but we never got married. It was like 9 years supposed to got married, but she ended up passing away. Yeah, so what happens is we driving down the street, and this chicken running across the street real fast, like a road runner. I'm thinking it's like a damn road runner, right? But now I ain't never seen a road runner in real life. I'm on seeing them on, the cartoon. That's how I know what a road runner is. I'm not even thinking that the road runner is a real goddamn bird. I'm just thinking that that's a bird that they made up for the cartoon. It may be a bird that resembles it, but ain't no bird that fast kicking it. It's cartoon shit, right? So one day we ran down the street and a chicken run across the street. Well, I didn't know it was a chicken. I thought it was a road runner. How fast it was, right? It was running like a damn road runner. It ran so damn fast. I'm like, damn, that's a fast ass chicken, because we was going pretty fast. And then when Mr. Mundell saw the chicken, he began to tell me the story of the old man that lived right there in that farm, because we got to pass by a farm. He lived on this dirt road, and the old man owned the farm with the chickens at the beginning of the road. And so one day he said he stopped and asked the old man about the chickens. He said, I always see him going across the road, right? So he stopped, pulled up, said, hey man, what's up with these chickens? They run fast like that. The old man say, oh yeah, they got 3 legs, those chickens. They some deformed about them, but there's all of them are born like that. With the fat 3 legs, these chickens, right? And I think he was raising chickens for KFC. So keep that in mind. Now I'm just playing. I ain't gonna say that. I don't know who was raising chickens for, but he's raising chickens. But these chickens had 3 legs, right? And so Mr. Mundell said, do you eat them? He said, yeah, I would like to taste one. I bet they taste pretty good. But he said the only problem is, he said, I ain't never caught one of the little suckers. They hard to catch. they can't catch them. So he ain't never caught one of the birds. That's why they multiplying out there fast and all this, right? And because the chicken got 3 legs, he can't catch the chicken. He wanted to taste it. So I thought that was funny, man. They said he can't never catch the little motherfucker. That shit was funny. But yeah, man, I wouldn't be eating no damn 3-legged chicken. Like meat right now is dangerous, man. It's too dangerous. Certain types of meat is too dangerous. You know, you gotta raise your own meat. Raise your own meat. If you're gonna eat meat, raise your own meat. But when that meat start talking to your ass, when a cow walk up and start talking, you gonna still eat them after that? Just think about that. So if a cow got intelligent enough to talk, you gonna eat them like you gonna eat them after that? So that's how they feel about you. What you saying right now, you can't really talk. When you speak in English, or speaking all these different languages, when you start speaking the Wapu, see, we start speaking the Wapu and you start speaking telepathically, using your telepathic abilities, now they scared to eat you. You on their level now. So they don't want you to get on their level. They don't want you to be the talking chicken or the talking monkey or the talking animal because they're spooked them. And then they want to stay away from you. You will scare them. Just like a talking chicken is scared the shit out of you and you will run away. If you start knowing what we know now, and we the talking chickens, you know what I'm saying right now. We started talking. We started saying in live, and we pointing these niggas out, telling you what they doing. And so now they like, oh shit, they scared of us. Just like you would be scared of one animal that talked to you. So they spooked out of us. They're taking off running now. They say, oh yeah, well, y'all can help yourself. Y'all don't need us. Y'all talking, y'all intelligent enough to take care of yourself. So this is what's happening, man. We better really get up out of here, man, because we got Hakeem in the background. But we just want to bring you there. We're gonna be back on tomorrow for sure, man, to give you some more. We had to give you one tonight before we get up out of here. So the question is, are we getting help from the Anunnakis? Yes. Yes, we're getting help. And the help is in our DNA. It's already in our DNA. All we got to do is activate that DNA. The knowledge, to create things to make us to go into type 1 civilization. Nubians created it. Nubians are the best scientists. Go back and do your research. We created most of all the shit that you're using now. Why? Because we got the Anunnaki genes. We got that in our DNA to be able to create, to make something out of nothing, to pull things out of the mental realm. That's the melanin, the liquid sunlight that give us the access to that one of the genes we inherited from the Anunnakis. So that's what we wanted to tell you about, man. We getting help. Don't worry about the help. Because my ancestors, they say, where's the help? Well, hey, the help is right here in your hands, nigga. We already put it. Baba was the help, nigga. All we had to do is get you chickens talking, get you monkeys and ducks and animals that they were eating talking. So when they come down and try to, God damn, let me get a drink of water. So when they come down and start trying to eat your ass and they go into the cage to get ready to wring your neck and fry you, and you start talking, they're gonna say, oh shit, they're gonna take off running up out that motherfucker, just like you would. Just like you would. You would out there to go kill a chicken and that chicken say, hey, motherfucker, you ain't finna kill me. I want to live. When a chicken say that, now he got rights. That chicken got rights now. He got galactical rights because he became intelligent enough to defend himself and not to agree to certain things. See, the shit that's happening to humans is because they agree to it. You agreed to with these gods. So that the chicken can't speak up for itself to say, unless you're speaking on a higher dimension, the chicken can't speak up for itself to say, hey man, you can't eat me. That's not right. The chicken can't say that's not right. You humans can say it, but you only can say it on a certain frequency, and they don't hear that. These people only see light frequencies. So you gotta say that from your heart frequency, from your resonance, the shoe man resonance. And not the shoe man no more. It's gonna be shoe and Tefnut. Like the brother Rod said, you got to speak in light frequency to these beings. That shows by what you eat, by how you think, by everything that you do. It's conducive to your light frequency. They're gonna see light frequencies, and that's gonna determine whether you are talking chicken or chicken that can't talk and fly. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's a good thing. Hey, right? When a motherfucker frying you and eating you, right? That's a good question, TD. That's a good question, man. What does it feel like to be a chicken if you get eat and fried and deep fried and they raising you just to eat you? And the same thing is really technically happening to you humans, but y'all haven't. Most of y'all that's listening right now on our tapes and ones that's woke, you talking now, and you scaring the Anunnakis. They scared of you because you're talking chicken. Like I say, your ass saw a talking chicken and it scared the shit out of you right now. A chicken walked up and say, "What up? What up?" and try to give you dap like some cartoon shit. You'll be scared as hell. You'll take off running, and when you'll probably go into shock, nigga. You'll go into shock if some animal you was trying to kill and eat is talking to you. You wouldn't want to kill them then. So that's what's happening. So we better get up out of here, man. Peace and love. Shalom Aleichem. Assalamu alaikum. Harmony. Hotel. Ashug, divine love throughout the boundless universe. To all. Wadu. Oh, yeah, don't forget, before we get out of here, we got those books, the 8 books for sale for $45. If you want to get the books, you can send it to the Cash App, $45 to the PayPal, and leave the email in the link. We're going to send you the books through email, all 8 PDF form. And usually receive your books about 5 or 10 minutes right after I receive the donation. So we out, man.